Welcome back to the Scotti-BYTE channel, and this is Scott. Today we're going to discuss link aggregation for bandwidth and resiliency. And so many computers have multiple Ethernet ports. And link aggregation control protocol, or otherwise known as LACP, bundles multiple Ethernet ports together for more bandwidth, redundancy, and resilience. And so this is known as bonding, port channel, or ether channel, which are just vendor names for the IEEE 802.3 AD standard. And so multiple Ethernet ports are allowed to act as one larger pipe. And so if one device in the LACP link group fails, traffic continues over the other adapters. And so the switch and the host computer treat the aggregated port group as just one single Ethernet interface. So what does the switch configuration look like? Well, this kind of depends on your switches because every switch vendor is going to have a little bit different configuration process to turning on an LACP group. And what you're looking at here is you're looking at my Ubiquiti Unify switch, and you see here at the top that it gives this little connection to point out that there are switch ports connected together. Same thing down here. And then over on the right side, you can see that the operation as opposed to switching is aggregating, and it's listing ports 1 and 2. And it says to make sure to enable port aggregation on the upstream device after enabling port aggregation on this device. And in general, you usually configure LACP on your switch, and then you configure it on your host computer, and that's what they're trying to tell you here. So what about the computer or host itself? Well, in Incus Containers Step by Step, we configured a software switch which I named Bridge 0 that allows multiple Incus containers to share one network connection. And this time we're going to extend that idea by aggregating multiple ports on a computer with more than one network port, and we're going to associate that with Bridge 0. And so we're going to use netplan to create a bond of network ports and use that to create our Bridge 0 device. And this will provide more bandwidth as well as a built-in failover capability in the event that one of your cables goes bad or maybe one of your Ethernet ports goes down. So let's go see how this works. Here I am looking at some switch ports that I have that are aggregated on my network. And in this particular case, I'm using ports 1 and 2, and they are aggregated together to make a single connection. And so again, this is a prerequisite before you can use port aggregation. You have to aggregate the ports on your switch, and in order to do that, you have to have a managed switch that supports port aggregation. So if I head over here to my terminal and I do an if config, on this particular system, I have device ENP5S0, and it has an address on my main LAN. And I also have ENP6S0, and it has an address on my main LAN. And ENP5S0 happens to be my default route, and so both of these devices operate completely independently at this time. In order to use port aggregation, we know that we've aggregated our switch ports, but now we need to aggregate the ports by setting up an LACP group on the computer host here. And so I'm going to cd over into /etc/netplan, and I'll do an ls over here to see which files we have. My netplan configuration file is named 10-lexc.yaml, and yours may differ. I'm going to jump into the nano editor with the sudo nano 10-lexc.yaml. I'll provide my sudo password here since that file is protected. And we have a very simple netplan file that simply defines enp5s0 and enp6s0, and it has DHCP set to true for both devices. I'm going to go ahead and clear out the contents of that file and replace it with a file that I will have in the show notes. If I move to the top of this file, you can see that it has network, and then the renderer is network D, and network D is going to be the default network renderer that you have on an Ubuntu server device, and it will also work for desktops. And then we have our two Ethernet devices defined. In my particular case, when we did the ifconfig command before, you noticed that we had ENP5S0 and ENP6S0, so I list both of them here. And then we're going to create our LACP port group by saying bonds, and then I give my bond device a name. I'm going to call it bond 0, and it will include the interfaces ENP5S0 and ENP6S0. And then my mode is 802.3AD, which we mentioned earlier is the link aggregation control protocol as defined by IEEE. And then I have my bridges where I have bridge 0 defined, and I have my address as 172.16.1.161. And since this is a server, I'm going to set a static address on it. And so I then have my name servers, and that is the address of a name server on my local area network. I have DHCP4 set to false since I have explicitly defined that address. And then the interface for bridge 0 is going to be the bond 0, which is our LACP group. And then routes to default is going to be 172.16.0.1, which is the address on my local area network for my gateway that tells me how to get off to other addresses on my network and beyond. And again, that will be the gateway address provided by your router. And so now I'm going to do a Control-O and Enter to write the file out, and a Control-X to exit the nano editor. At this point in time, I'll just remind you that if we do an ifconfig, we have device ENP5S0 with an address, and we have device ENP6S0 with an address, and then we simply have our loopback connector. We're going to do a sudo netplan apply in order to have our netplan file take effect, and it did that almost immediately. Now I'll do another ifconfig command. The first thing that you'll notice in our listing is that both devices ENP5S0 and ENP6S0 no longer have a TCP/IP address granted to them by design. And if we scroll up the listing here, you'll notice that the bridge 0 device now has the 172.16.1.161 address, which we define statically in the netplan file. And if we scroll all the way to the top here, you'll notice that the device bond 0, which is our LACP group, also does not have a TCP/IP address. The difference now is that bridge 0, rather than pointing to a single device, points to our bond 0 LACP group. Realize in my example here that we had defined Ethernet devices ENP5S0 and ENP6S0 and used them in our bond 0 device. Had we had 3 or 4 or even more devices available, we could have expanded the number of devices in our LACP group. So in summary, so many computers today, including mini PCs, provide more than one Ethernet port. And so multiple network devices can be aggregated to provide a single connection with more bandwidth and higher resiliency. And so netplan in Ubuntu makes creating an LACP port group very easy. And port aggregation is one key reason why you might want to have managed switches in your network infrastructure. Anyway, that's it for today. Please subscribe and like to the channel, and don't forget to hit your notification bell, and we'll see you next time.